FURIA are. In fact, they're one map up. They took their own, Mirage, and FaZe respond with a Nuke pick. We're going to be seeing the individuals of FaZe Clan just try and shake that off and return to their winning ways.
Now, there's an awful lot on the line here for FURIA. Last time round when we were in this very arena, they made it all the way to the semi-finals. Something which I'm sure they would have wanted to take the whole distance, considering just the sheer amount of support and getting to play in front of your countrymen. It's quite the honor. Let's see if they can lock that in yet again. They are just one map away. 16 rounds, Alex, when you boil it down.
And it so happens, Chad, that their crowd, their home crowd, are the loudest and absolutely the proudest. These boys, they had drums. It was a football level.
It was a party.
It was a football level stadium sound when FURIA were taking to that stage, and they want to get there again. FaZe stand in their way, as does Nuke. Let's get into it.
Now, there's no nade for the squeaky door here, but there are two Molotovs in play. Now, I'm just taking a look at where these are being lined up. I think Rain is situating what should be a main smoke here. And then Molly for top hut, and maybe one for CT vent. Oh, the top hut Molly missed.
Yeah, no one there, though. Still, KSCERATO's burning out. Does manage to get away, looking for a reload. They haven't committed on this. And there's a lot of bodies here. FURIA rotating through. Rain does draw blood. An immediate surge of frags. 3 in the feed from FaZe. Art drop. Limited options now. Does take a couple of pot shots and trying to drop that one way. Does so safely. Can peek over the top of this one as it clips through those wall.
May as well get that while you can. That might be happening in CS2.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. That's big from Art. Oh, I'm trying to find Karrigan on the site. They've done well to isolate again and again. All these shots are hitting. Can Rain get away with murder here? Gonna be cleared! And it's a 2v4 to start off proceedings. What a recovery. Art and Drop partner up and find 5.
That is the two most unlikely companions to pull off a round like that. If that was KSCERATO and yuurih in a scenario, yeah, maybe I could make that conversation. But the fact that these two pull that round out of their ass, that one-way smoke, how are you getting so much out of it after the first? They're able to continue forward and find so much more. Really well done here, and I gotta continue to sing the praises of Drop. Great impact from him alongside of Art. And that is fantastic.
yuurih, for him, the fist bump wasn't enough. He's like, no, let me shake your hand. Let me shake your hand, mate. That was a good delivery from Art. That's gonna leave him feeling good, and their economy too. Take a look at that. That's 3 M4s.
Yeah, but up against 3 Galils, an AK, and a Scout, so... You tell me whose buy's looking better as far as the util department, sure, but that's going to be melted through very, very quickly here. So FaZe have been able to put something quite threatening together, sure, but they need to stick the landing on this or that sinking feeling.
No lay on his spray there, yuurih. Ahead of it as FaZe, and ooh, careful save. You don't want to be giving anything away on their cross. And so with some, confirmation of presence in yard. And some descending with that bomb as well. Karrigan's got what he wanted off the rip.
Okay, well, has a chance here. He had a glance, but not a deep enough one to at least consider too much of the fight. That decoy making a bit of noise, a bit of a ruckus. And they're starting to search here. Safe to back up Art. They're actually going to send the troops over towards the decon door, so I don't want to brave the stairs. Oh, they're in the vents. That's been spotted now, more than noted.
So much to handle here.
You've got no U2, you have to fight on either side. There's not a nade left in the server. Literally.
Yeah, let's go. It's just straight up crosshairs v crosshairs, and one from the SMG. Twist will keep it level. Into the sights of yuurih. He's cut Karrigan out. Twist though through, and he's going to actually opt for some aggression. They're going to come in from behind in unison. ropz will hit the headshot, so this 2-on-2 gets very intense because that bomb needs to be planted. And KSCERATO should be able to disrupt it. Depends if Drop can find anything. Nothing confirms. It's on Drop's side. Drop swings through. Twist busy. And now it's all onto ropz. Can he get him out? Okay, no bullets. And so, yeah, admittedly, into a 1v1. But a very important team ace from FURIA. Every single member contributing. We're becoming a bit of a running theme of this series.
Yeah, it's really good stuff to see everybody online. This is not a conversation I tend to have when I see FURIA in the server. It's KSCERATO and yuurih, and then maybe one of the other individuals contributing here. But really well handled round and good trading from both teams. It had to come down to that without the util.
It was just raw Counter-Strike.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that was a nice... Oh, I love this from FaZe. They're on the T side, and because they knew they did so much damage, they got the bomb down yet again. They can't afford to go for another buy like this. Both of these teams now are just standing and banging as far as the buys. We are in round 3. We didn't get here in the traditional fashion, and we have 10 rifles right now.
Oh, it's definitely not been traditional, Chad. Neither is this. Karrigan charging, drop core out, gets pantsed by the Galil, and the speed of the Dane out of the spawn. Rain does catch yuurih. Yard is open for business now. That'll pull Safe away from helping. KSCERATO does close the door, raised well. And Rain still making that Galil feel the feed. So FURIA have faltered. And we'll have that 3-man squad, the Wolf Pack, charging down towards the lower site, while KSCERATO probably finds himself over towards where his opponent started.
Yeah, and traditionally, the last 2 rounds, they've been in positions where they can respond. FURIA cannot now, as KSCERATO likely going to have to operate with a save here. This round will be extended depending on how long it takes to get the bomb down. But with the positioning of KSCERATO right now, I'm sure we can tell which way this one is going. And if you were curious about how things were going over on the B stream, if you don't want to hear, I'll give you 5 seconds to mute the stream. That's going to be a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1. NIP versus 9 for elimination in Group A in that lower bracket. Map number 1 was picked by 9. It was Vertigo, and they were able to defeat the NIP squadron 16-9. They now move on to Mirage, and if you want to check that action out, twitch.tv/ESL_CSGO-B. You can unmute now. I don't know how we're going to tell you that. Rush, shake the camera around a lot to signify unmuting.
Well, I mean, don't do that. Oh, he's done that.
See, now they're going to go, why did Rush do that? And now they'll unmute.
Okay, I see. Hi, guys. Welcome back.
Thanks for joining us.
So it was 16-9 with 16-9 and 9 to the Ninjas in Pajamas.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, these boys seem legit at the moment. I mean, we were talking to them on Media Day just about how many games they've been playing, like the amount of officials they've got through in like 3 months. Madness.
Minio had no issue being like, yeah, I'm old. And I looked at it, he's like, he's 27. I'm like, come on, mate. Come on, mate. Come on, mate.
Be cool, man.
Come on, man.
What do you reckon the average age is of the people watching as well?
The people at home?
Yeah.
The people typing actively in Twitch chat, average age of about 21.
Okay.
But the people watching on average probably about 26.
Sounds about right. Given how long this game's been around.
Hello.
ropz gets the best frag he could have hoped for.
That's the AK on the deck.
And yeah, ropz is not going to allow that to fall into enemy hands. So
housekeeping there.
We'll call that a 2-2. Do I stop commentating now?
I feel like we have to keep talking.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are paid by the word.
Okay, sure. So, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's one word.
Oh, yeah, I should go quick ones.
Unless it's by the syllable.
The dog sat on the log.
Peter Piper picked a pepper.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. She sells seashells by the seashore.
I can't do any of those. I don't even try. As ropz is trying to get this round over and done with. The bullet in the side of the head for drop. Just a bit of find right now and won't make that 1. It's just yuurih with the fam-I, the singular, the individual in a 1-on-5. And now we should be seeing an eco come forward as he's going to be found in. Yeah, now. Good stuff from ropz. And we saw you have some early frustrations over there on Mirage.
Oh my God, everyone's just typing their age in Twitch chat. Thanks, guys. I'll just do the straw poll, shall I?
But some people are lying.
Yeah, someone just said 82.
Someone said 100.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Now, if you are watching and you're 100, I hope you can hear us.
That's not nice. Maybe he's been really protecting his ears over the years. Oh, pure. Why is his
pure?
Where's his $200 gone? Has he got a Zeus, maybe?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Hugo pointed this out yesterday.
It really bothers Hugo.
Yeah, I don't know why this bothers Hugo, but here we go.
Prepare yourselves, folks. Art has got a 100% conversion rate of Zeus's so far at IEM Rio 2023.
Oh, we saw this one work before. That's a little boost to Rooney.
Yeah, just ask ropz about that one. Or maybe don't ask Na'Vi.
All right, guys, come up, please. 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 Please.
It's happening. Just relax. Look at that angle. It's not happening. ropz might have it, like maybe in about 40 seconds, he might have a look. He's standing out of Zeus range deliberately.
Oh, yeah. He's well aware of it.
Please.
Everyone's out of Zeus range right now.
Yeah, just stubbing their toes with bullets. And no, it's all fine for the conversion. So this is going to be
another flawless round.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, we are going to be seeing the changing of the hands of this momentum now, given the way in which this started. To be fair, I mean, and with FURIA as well, like it has been quite. Their wins, don't forget, it was like a 2v4 on the pistol, so only 2 alive. Their second round was that 1v1, which they just got across the line, drop closing that.
Indubitably.
So in terms of CT finances, that full eco was necessary just to try and get everything back on their side.
All right, well, timeout called tip. Gary, man on the mic, captain coach, going to have a bit of a chit-chat right now to see how they can set the record straight here. Now, what will they be expecting to come out of the FaZe arsenal? Lots of money for FaZe, right? When you have 2 rounds in back-to-back fashion where nobody goes down and you're all sitting with AKs or an M4A4 for broky, this is beautiful. You shouldn't do that on a pallet jack, by the way, Alex. It's not very safe. No. You shouldn't use it as a skill.
No, and I actually have a pallet license. I can drive a pallet truck.
Okay. I lost my pen license. This is why I don't do handwriting anymore. All right, well, they're going to buy back in, and I need to point out a couple of features here, everybody. I'm going to be that guy. They only have 2 mollies on the CT side. It's going to make this defense very, very weak to start off the rounds here.
Had there been a fast play, yeah, it'd be very hard to contain.
That's the thing, right? Because you really do want to be mollying Hut and Squeaky, and then maybe even one for Ramp early as well, if you want to make sure that nowhere is weak. And once that utility has been rinsed through, FaZe have the upper hand.
Oh, here we go. Yes, so good. Look at the flash. Out of nowhere. Goes from 0 to 100 as FaZe just suddenly hit the site just like that. No, but suddenly in a left and a right. It's good night. 3 down. Safe with the double. KSCERATO the same, and FaZe just flop under the CT's hand. Nothing for Rain here. He's going to go looking for trouble. Spots out Art. Pointy elbow 1.
KSCERATO's low, and he knows he's still here.
Rain. Don't get to see him in the clutch all too often. More than capable.
I think he's playing 1.6 right now. Used to be able...
I'd imagine if he actually does the FURIA wallbang there. It's not in his interest.
This is really hard.
Yeah, I think he's been...
Oh, maybe not!
KSCERATO was low. Already 3 from Rain. This would be a spectacular clutch to really dampen the spirits of FURIA, starting... flying so high.
Look at this. He's even has time to take the hand off and consider his options here, KSCERATO.
Just stroking the beard like a wise man. 20 seconds, Rain. Considering all of the possibilities. But if he could just wait for the sound cue, KSCERATO can take that window to punish with Rain without the AK in his grasp. So here we go. 10.
Oh, he doesn't expect heaven,
He's
Alex.
Not expecting
Outplayed.
KSCERATO saves them from a red face, and he was the one on the low HP.
I know that Rain was left in a 1-on-4 situation right there, but that whole scenario where he's had to pull that back, he was favored in that 1-on-1. But KSCERATO with that heads-up maneuver to walk all the way around to the heavens after being on the lower deck, of course Rain's not going to be expecting that maneuver. So a really good round as far as damage is concerned from Rain here to take so many rifles away. But that would have shattered FURIA. So we will tie things back up 3-3. A really good close from KSCERATO, sure. But they're holding on by their fingertips right now, FURIA.
Make it sound like something quick, but FURIA, yeah, immediately just calling not too much commitment out of FaZe.
It's drawn so many eyes, though, especially that extinguish on the Hut molly.
Yeah,
and that forces out more utility, creates a gap, which hasn't been punished just yet. And they are wanting to pressure over towards Ramp here, where Safe is currently playing over towards the Hell position. Just on a couple of jiggles, and he's just limped away.
Oh, the flash. He eats it. He confirms at least there is a lot going on at Ramp. The rotate down the vent, important, integral. Art's already there. Swings open the door to try and receive him, and does chip further away at Twist's HP, playing ahead of the molly. Door is open. Or not. Told a lie, excuse me.
Oh, denied.
That is now loose on the floor, and 2 to the good for FURIA here.
Everything's open. Holes in doors, doors wide open.
There's nowhere to plan.
But wait for ropz. That's the key right here, because this smoke in his hands, still deciding, do we want the double door or do we want the single? Well, either way, something needs to be obscured. Bomb will get planted now.
Door open. So favored to FURIA here. If they can just find a push in unison, they've got a 2-man advantage to trade into this.
Twist needs to get a better position here if he can, and he has so many issues.
Yeah, it's going to really count on Twist finding something, yes, like that. Oh, and even more damage inflicted onto Safe. He's nearly found 2 kills. He's got 1 bullet, 1 health, and now he's dead. But look at the amount of time left on this. If Carragher could just, catch that first diffuser, covered by KSCERATO, they will secure it. And I mean, this has been a very intense start to Nuke. You can see how few rounds have actually just been walks in the park. It's constantly down to the wire, down to those final mid-round, those 2s and 3s.
I think intense is a very good way to summarize this, and it's even forced FaZe into a bit of a few more bullets. I feel a fight could have been won in his favor here. And that spam through the door. Bloody hell, poor broky. That one stings a little bit. Yeah, you can see Twist here trying to be conservative with those bullets, but good impact again from Drop here. Everyone gets themselves into an upgrade. The buy looking very tiny as we get that repeat of Gary's Yelp. But there is no AWP available here for FURIA on this CT side. And on the other side is the different conversation. broky's whipped out his big green.
Get to see him ply his trade. Post for the door. Doesn't get his fight. Flames force him away. They want to go for something towards Trophy, but broky going looking as well. This will be a tough one for Art to do anything about. Oh, missed the shot. There's the one from ropz, but safer there to keep it even.
I really like that from ropz. He knew he had to put his body on the line, but it was impossible for broky to try and have the follow through there and take Safe out of the equation. So ropz does offer himself up. They now draw level 4-4. Rain's position right now quite key in all of this. He does have a lot of secret space. However, he hasn't really investigated down towards the lower side. Looks like a classic squeaky walk, which could help facilitate broky's AWP for a couple of picks here. Still nades to work with. Time aplenty. KSCERATO and Drop are the ones they have to deal with on top site. It's quite a turtled setup from FURIA here. I feel like if Rain was just to sell some noise lower, it would force a bigger rotation. Oh, and it's being acknowledged already, so I guess cancel that.
Yeah, rotation force. 2 of them going looking. And now a util towards that top side, so whether it's down the vent or not, looks like it is. Yeah, interesting, but Rain just died. Oh, does that cancel your plans? Safe's revealed himself. They don't even know about yuurih, and it's only Safe with 3. That's round defining. A full quad kill from him in total. And damn, yeah, doesn't need the AWP to have impact. That's a big round to post, especially considering it's 2 already from FURIA. That's a run of 3. Puts them up to 5.
And it will likely now just have to be a partial investment from FaZe here. So 6 looking ever more likely right now for FURIA. That fairy tale over there at the major last time, which is what a stone's throw in the past. It's not that long ago. They'll be looking to get back into another playoff appearance here. And that is the one difference in an event like this. And it's not the same for Imperial. It's not the same for MIBR. They aren't of the same caliber of competition just yet. But for FURIA, right, this is a very important event for them. I know that the major's just around the corner here, but there's a lot on the line.
And what did we learn as well? Oof, from that interview as well, it's been 2 years since FURIA have beaten FaZe Clan.
Right.
This would be monumental for confidence and, of course, for the run at the tournament, securing crowd play.
Not only that, Gary, he wasn't allowed to be behind them during the major.
Yeah, and right? that's a really notable point. I mean, that was news broke over at EPL. Gary now fully vindicated.
Yeah, so good news for Paris.
Very good news. And, of course, the fact that they could maybe get, you know, a taste of it with him by their side in Rio.
Yeah, I'm sure that would just feel great for him as well. He's been with this team the whole time. He used to be a player in this team.
Damn, that's steady.
Right?
Yeah. Love the run boost in case Heaven was watching.
I guess this Twist AK is the only real thing to get excited about here, because Art will grab yet another and has an opportunity for even more. Worried about the Heaven play. Rain is just under him here. Time a big problem, and good awareness from Art. A great little round from him. 3 in total so far.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to be seeing from Art. And he does get away with that one. Going for the ladder, no scope. Love that from broky. Twist, however, trying to get into the site and loses his life.
broky has to die.
He's working on it. Would like to do it stylishly at least, and yeah, KSCERATO will oblige. So as FURIA finding themselves a strong defensive run here, 4 on the trot, and all with, you know, four rifles still alive. That's going to start really setting them up for success into the next 6 rounds of play. Yeah,
it's time for them to get going here, FaZe, because well, it didn't start close on Mirage, but it felt like there was a bit of a tussle in the early stages at least, and then that's where it started to really blow out to what like that 10-2 scoreline at one point. Sure, FaZe didn't win the pistol, but they did get on a decent slew, and now they need to get back into those winning ways ASAP, but yuurih's got other plans.
Hello.
Aggressive rifling outside, deals with Karrigan. Karrigan's given up a lot of early deaths here. This is the in-game leader syndrome at an all-time high at the moment.
IGL syndrome.
And it's now just gonna, you know, drip. Like this is the tap at night. You're laying in bed. You don't want to get up to hit it, but this round just feels like it's gonna slowly drip away from FaZe because you lose it so early. There's no space. Karrigan now just has to sit and watch on. He has to hope the players can make the correct calls.
Yeah, not only that, but someone has to, you know, overcome the odds. You will need a multi-kill. If things trade out, you're always going to let that one lose. And you can see yuurih, he's ready to try and catch this timing on that main entrance, trying to play hidden. Rain, his next victim. And just like that, this round already loses its potency.
Everything's working for FURIA right now. I say Karrigan's been given up a couple of opening deaths. This is his first opening death so far in Nuke, but there was definitely a couple over there on Mirage. Look at it. Like, what are they doing? There's no rotation forced. Everybody's alive. Like, the situation hasn't had to change. There's been nothing to buy the respect of FURIA to get worried. They haven't needed to. The kills were too easy. And now FaZe call a second timeout. This could be a 2-0 drubbing here today. Single digits on map number 1. Maybe we can keep it that way here for map number 2. Oh. Damn. If we could... I know we can't.
We can't.
I know we can't.
But it would be nice.
It would be really nice. It would be so nice.
Like, why do the players... why do they want to...
protect all their strategies and everything.
Strategy.
Yeah, why would they want to do that?
Have some privacy in their comms.
Come on, guys, share.
I do love all of the comm videos that teams are starting to pump out now.
Oh,
There's
it's
like
great,
a laundry list of teams that are doing it. I think we get comm videos.
Karrigan puts it on his own YouTube
He
channel.
does.
I think G2 do it as well. It's easy when you're winning to put out comm videos, though, isn't it?
It is. It is. I think Liquid even might be doing some of those. I'm not sure.
I know Elige has got his YouTube channel pumping. It's great to get the content from James as well.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Shout out to everybody who is giving us a little bit more.
Yeah, and I'm sure that come summer, there's going to be a lot more across the board. That, oof, is going to hurt. You're trying to do something poppy, something pacey with the Tech 9s. You're running out of hut and running out of players as the nade on ropz comes through. Perfect weapon from Art and a clean 2.
This is beautiful.
It is. It's the best looking FURIA we've seen.
It felt like they knew that the top pop was going to come as well because of those deeper nades in towards lobby. They were not just like a hut nade or a squeaky nade. They were deep in towards lobby. They are getting stumped right now, FaZe.
I don't miss the Org meta, but I'm always happy to see an Org or two.
Yeah, it's definitely not as powerful as it once was. It has its place, and I think the way that Art is currently using it is perfect. At ramp, it's a nice long-range fight. It's a straight corridor. It is really cool to see. And as a ramp player as well, you do find yourself rotating around to, you know, outside from the heaven or hell position down towards lower. So there are a lot of applications for it. As we are back underway here with round number 12.
Keeping FaZe's T-side humble. And after the... what was it, 16-8 on Mirage? It was. I felt quick.
So they're 16-8 or 16-9.
Yeah, but either way, a convincing win on their map pick. If FURIA can come in and
you were right, 16-8.
Keep FaZe's T-side real humble, we could be, as you've already highlighted, we could be set up for a 2-0 and the first win against FaZe Clan for FURIA in over 2 years.
I don't know if I want to remind everybody again that FaZe would drop down to the lower bracket here where only one team of the likes of Vitality... they lose this, you play Vitality.
Oof.
There you go. Let's just put it that way. You lose this, and you're still not through. So...
oh, so Vitality are watching this right now through their fingers.
Yeah, and I suppose you're hoping that FaZe win this game if you're Vitality, right?
I would assume.
But
I would assume.
If FURIA play like this, then maybe not.
Maybe not. That's true. I guess, yeah, you'd expect that you'd have more tape on the FaZe head-to-head as well. Art looking to disrupt this low site hit with 30 seconds left. A nice flight path from Twist. They got it all rumbled. Well played from FaZe. And that's this is what happens when they don't concede that opening. They get to essentially take that space as they intend.
Well, they got to play their round as they wanted to there.
Right.
And you bang on there with that flight path. I love to see that. Making sure they're diligent, making sure they're not just overlooking corners. So that is good to see still. So FaZe will grab their 4th here. It isn't hugely important that, at least for right now, that yuurih and Safe save, but for the tail end of this first half, it is very much so. There's plenty of cash available. We can take a little bit of a look and take stock as a collective here, guys. You, me, everybody playing at home. Safe still has 11 grand to his name. That's before the loss bonus comes on through. KSCERATO's got 10, so you can see that this great for a few more consecutive buys here without dramas. And by saving this in a round that they definitely weren't going to win, it's going to guarantee them maybe 1 or 2 more. So here you go. You see they've thrown those smokes without the high, flight path from spawn. It also means they can move quicker as a unit. So that is a nice, neat way to do it where you don't have people so disconnected. It also means that if any util or whatever comes out, you can either decide together how you want to deal with it. It's not just one player who's maybe a bit ahead of the pack like we tend to see getting isolated or playing ahead of a molly and then everybody else gets stranded. They could circumvent that together.
Double orbs out. Going to be seeing if that's... Oh, wait. Yeah, Karrigan, he likes this extinguish. It gets the teams usually, as you astutely pointed out, cycling through and siphoning through their utility, but it doesn't seem like this time FURIA are going to fall for it. They've still got full belts.
I'm curious about what type of map control they're willing to give up this time, because if we see this smoke wall again, yeah, I'm curious if it's the same follow-through. It's not. It's a fake this time. But they will have to rotate a player down, and it can't really be Art. I know he has the AWP. It is viable to do that, but you would like to have a rifler down there as well. Nobody's able to maneuver down the vents just yet. The fake has worked. So Safe and Art have changed positions on ramp. Oh, and Safe's going to push.
This is what ropz has been waiting for. This is a fight he's all too familiar with.
If Safe stays here, he's fine.
Yeah, action from Rain that activates the rest of the pack. You can see Twist onto drop. KSCERATO forward and Safe not clearing his corners. 2 to the good for FaZe. ropz surging into ramp. Will he be overlooked? His head was on a swivel. A missed shot from Art. And that's going to be punished. Back-to-back rounds where FaZe may not lose a single member of their squad. 2 flawless gun rounds.
Unless.
Don't you dare.
That's all right. The bomb's going to plant on B. So KSCERATO in the wrong place at the wrong time. And they will be finding themselves their 5th now. So, yeah, getting something going here. And this is the T side of Nuke. So when we flick on over to FaZe's CT half, we are going to expect a better FaZe here. But they can still salvage 7 in total, which would be a great half. And we know FURIA, they approach the T side in the most unorthodox way out of everybody playing Nuke at the higher levels right now. They do a lot more lobby plays. We know they've been integrating more stuff towards Yard, but we see it's not perfect, right? They miss some smoke walls. It feels like sometimes the memory of a goldfish comes into play with those lineups, and it's just not as smooth as you'd expect from teams who want to actively play this map. And that's maybe what has been picked here by FaZe to punish. And they punish them again with that same smoke wall in play.
Double orbs get them nowhere, and neither of the orbs are saved as well. Fortunately, lots of cash from their early endeavors. And that's our 2nd FURIA timeout. So that's usually a sign that you're doing something right. FaZe catching a nice opening there from Twist. That was it from his perspective. Got to catch it this time in the replay. Ooh, and those legs betraying whoever it was descending there. yuurih takes a Kalashnikov to the cock.
Yeah, I think here, if you are FURIA, you might need a little bit more map control towards Yard, because if that smoke wall comes out again, fake or not, it'd be nice to know what's going on the other side of it. So you could play more offensively towards Yard here, because in the last couple they've been turtled up, right? They've been playing from main and more over towards Heaven. It made things a little bit janky, as I mentioned. Art wasn't the player you really wanted rotating down towards B, but he had to, and then you had an overlap of the double orb setup with Safe then coming to fill his position. But it's not easy for your top players to drop down vent once Secret's already been given up, because they can be watching that like an absolute hawk. So what will the change-up be?
That was a smoke straight out of spawn thrown out.
Oh, missed the run boost. It would have been great for this as well.
It's yuurih that might have a little bit of a second chance off the flash. There's so many bodies here, and he gets them both on the M4 spray. Well tamed as karrigan and broky sent straight to the Shadow Realm.
That makes me feel good. Finally said something that was right.
You always say stuff that's right.
Yeah, but that one felt better.
Oh, it felt good. Okay.
Yeah.
That was gangster.
Okay, well, now it's about closing the account on this one here. Rain will still have space towards Yard, but hold up a second. If they all regroup, they could throw some smoke wall, right? ropz, Rain, Twists, all with smokes. And they have plenty of time. So if karrigan right now is cognizant of that, he can call this out for the boys, let them know. They don't have to fully commit to this, and the rotation hasn't been completely across the map right now. It's dropping KSCERATO top, safe watching Yard. A limp smoke. Okay, smoke wall no longer available, but hasn't made safe reposition. Still like a hawk, focusing towards this outside position.
He's not going to hesitate.
No, not at all.
This is where he's going to spend the next 38 seconds if he has to.
Oh, he moved.
Oh, bloody hell. And ropz only the one. KSCERATO still has control of the top side. Rain and Twist are starting to try and take space and taking heads. Safe.
Oh.
An involuntary haircut. Still one back. KSCERATO has kept him with the advantage, and it's a lot of pressure on Twist. He's anticipating Art going and investigating. Molly good. Plant force.
Disrespected.
Wide. Yeah, this is going to get really uncomfortable. He's not going to be ready for Art on the rafters. And that's the end of that. And the end of FaZe's run. There was 2 perfect rounds. Back to back. But FURIA will extend their defensive haul.
Now, if you're FaZe, you call the bluff. It's like, are they going to go for another Yard aggressive maneuver? Well, probably not. And this was the run boost just
different round. Different round if he gets the vision on yuurih running up. Fair.
Yeah, I think that like it definitely, because they would have been more prepared. Somebody may have been playing anti-flash for exactly this, right? And yeah, you can see karrigan not too happy with how that one unfolded right there.
I mean, he not only was he pulling a pin on his nade as he turned around, then he got a flash, then he got his gun out, and 2 players were already dead.
Well, I think if you're FaZe, you could run the same round, right? You could definitely run the same rounds here.
Because it's unlikely we're going to be seeing the same out of FURIA.
Exactly.
Here comes ropz, though, straight into the top side, set up for success. And Safe drops into the site after condemning him to the first and only frag from ropz this round. Twist happy to take a duel. Yeah, okay, yuurih, you want to bang? Let's go. 3 on 3.
Nobody's on B.
We will see. Rain onto Safe. KSCERATO and Art to hold that cross back. They don't have to rush this. And Twist, ooh, has been caught out by KSCERATO, so they will commit to this low site bomb down thanks to karrigan.
Can't really rotate vent KSCERATO, though.
Art's got a good weapon to kind of watch the periphery of that smoke. And yeah, karrigan tries to elope, now down.
Well, KSCERATO is rotating the long way round here. Out has to wait for him to get on into position, but Rain can clutch this.
He's looking for Art's head. Doesn't find it on the first engagement. Now that bomb's ticking in his favor. Still concerned. Secret vent. Lots of uncertainty as to where that second player is. Flash out. Confirms they're both there. KSCERATO does not need vision to find your head. A triple kill from KSCERATO to secure it. That's 10. Double digits reached on FaZe Clan's pick. And FaZe on the ropes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. It's 10 to FURIA, 5 to FaZe. It is the second map of this series, and FURIA already with a map under their belt. Yeah, FaZe, I think I said on the break, on the ropes, and I think it does really start with the pistol. Thank you very much. Hi, my name is Captain Obvious.
And it's good to be joined by you and your superpowers here today. However, FURIA have been looking great in the pistol rounds. This might make it 4 from 4, and this will be setting them up to get themselves back into the playoffs here in Rio.
Both of the Fangs unarmored. In fact, opting for the utility. Let's see what KSCERATO is going to be giving us. He puts the key in the lock, lines up on the dot, so he can open the door. But broky is staring at him. You can see the crosshair placement high. What's the go sign? What's the go signal? It's KSCERATO's judgment. yuurih ready. Molly in. Smoke out. broky locked behind the door. I like this angle. Might get overlooked. Twistle on the hut. They're already through. Down goes one. Lots more on the action on the site. Twist two with that USP. Can you get a third? He cannot to save. Not another one. Finally felled. And yuurih has been handed something he could perhaps work with. After the heroics of Twist, Rain posted one, and he might find a second here. ropz is in those vents. yuurih none the wiser. It's all about this first head-to-head. Rain. Oh, jiggles out. ropz is up and out. And yeah, this gets awkward now. Oh! Or not. Great headshot. He only needs one more bullet. Admittedly, yuurih's been brought low. He opens the door again. He wants to fight. Go on! He gives it everything he's got, but Rain holds on for FaZe. That's the first FaZe clan pistol we've seen.
Yeah, and finally, Rain converts a clutch. The guy's been in a couple, right? And they haven't been easy to win, right? So I'm not putting it on him that he should be converting them.
But that KSCERATO one, you know, he did the hard part.
Exactly, right? So Rain, that one's going to feel good. A bit of vindication in that regard there. But yeah, this is a setback for FURIA, as it were. It was 5 sets of armor on the FaZe side, so if they did find themselves in a post plant, there wouldn't have been a defuse kit. And FURIA, without the plant, they're going to keep this humble. They aren't going to purchase on into round number 2. It's going to be what is practically a full eco. Did the top hut molly miss?
It's been missing a bit.
Because we saw it get thrown, but Twist was still on top hut.
And I think the same could be said for FaZe in their top hut molly.
Yeah, I think so too, right? So
something funky in the
It's curious, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what happened there. Okay, well, yeah, of course, you'd expect them to go out here and farm it all up with 4 out of the 5 staying alive. But this is the start that they need on the FaZe side to take us to that 3rd map, which will be Ancient if we do need it. And up until this point, it still doesn't look like we will. FURIA have been playing some great Counter-Strike. Let's see if the game plan here on Nuke is exactly what the doctor ordered. That was a really good molly. We're just trying to turn it into a Jason Bourne movie for everybody with the slow-mo there.
My God, it's Jason Bourne. There's the molly. See where that early fight comes. broky down the vent. It's actually rained down yard already. That's going to really incite some violence. As Art finds another head.
Big.
Huge openings provided by the leader of FURIA. FaZe now in a off-kilter. Wobbly. How has that happened? ropz and Karrigan both with only the MP9s. And broky still on that vent. He's going combat AWP, but he goes hunting and loses the AWP, loses his life. Karrigan likely hiding in the smoke. Should be ropz frag every day of the week, and now only ropz. He's contributed too. He has the bomb at his toes. Scoops up a molly over the corpse. And already been heard. Wallbang tags.
I'm curious if they did hear that or not, right? It's probably up to Drop to confirm while Art was spamming, but this is a very interesting way to deal with it here. Not expecting ropz to move too far, and right now, that is the correct call, but it is a long walk all the way back to lobby entrance and then through to get that bomb. But this is the least expected approach, right? ropz would not be ready for both of them partnering up, tethered at the hip right here. And as ropz now has a look, maybe he can start to piece this one together, but does he want to risk the upgrade into a rifle? Apparently not.
When do they make sound? Because that's when ropz starts having an advantage here. Still no idea, but he did give that bomb over. Oh, there's nothing to report on his first jiggles. ropz trying to have that element of surprise.
Planning safe side.
As they should. Drop, though, could be isolated if he's not holding this crawl. Oh, they're not ready for this. He's thread the needle. Just spotted. Drop. Saves them. And again, I mean, it's those two.
Yeah.
That's the second round on this map alone where it's the 5 frags between Drop and Art.
And you don't say that very often at all. So that is a clear difference maker in this matchup here today. Remember, we'll remind everybody once more, it's been 2 years since FURIA have been able to topple FaZe. This would be one way to do it. Not only do they get back in the arena, this man right on your screen, Gary, couldn't be with them last time at the Rio Major. This time, he would love to be out there with the admiration being thrown their way. The hometown heroes a chance to compete for a title here in Rio de Janeiro. And that stash on display, how can you look past it?
Can't look away.
Now, this is where the conversation needs to heat up as we really settle into FURIA's T side. It will be an eco now from FaZe, and, well, you have to understand exactly why that happened. But it is going to be to do with the yard plays. Is FURIA just going to run with their standard lobby harass? Well, the first gun round showed a little bit more flair towards yard. Sure, that opening pick and then the drop down, it kind of was a momentum-based scenario there. But these next few will be a bit more explanatory of the way that they want to approach this. But you have to convert around like this.
Nice, actually HE on top of that. Just to catch a couple more of them. Sorry, Chad.
Oh, you're right. I had a little bit of gas.
Don't we all? We're all human, and the Zeus, I hope you're finished.
Oh, I am.
Oh, good.
I saw it. Don't you worry about that, mate.
Jolly good, jolly good.
Hart's leaning over. He's even having a glance at his teammate's screen, so maybe he knows what's coming.
Broky's talking a lot.
Oh, I didn't think he hit. I didn't think it hit. I didn't trust the Zeus.
Chad, you had it.
That's the first
It
time
was there, man.
it.
It's okay. It happens to everyone sometimes.
I apologize to everybody.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Maybe you should get it in
I
writing.
apologize to my mum,
Yeah.
my dad, my sister, my newly born niece, everybody. I apologize to all of you. It will never happen again.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Rain has gone all the way around yard and put one into the back of Safe's skull. Not like this, though, FURIA. After all of this beautiful Counter-Strike, they could be just rumbled on. Unarmored pistols! He hits one! They can still get away with this! FaZe scrambling to do any more damage. It's KSCERATO, though. Don't you open those doors. You're going to be scared what you find on the other side. As Twist has got one on the CZ. Damage was inflicted onto him. KSCERATO has to save him. Oh, wait. Hey, yes, indeed. Gets the info. Can he get the frag? Twist has done it. Finishes it off on the low HP, but what on earth? After all of that hard-fought Counter-Strike, it's FaZe Clan with $500 pistols.
And a Zeus.
And a Zeus.
Oh, I wonder there as well with the door getting closed on him if it pushed KSCERATO at all, because you know that you can get like kind of rumbled by the door. There it is.
It's a max range Zeus.
There it is. Oh.
But let's review. I mean, that is great, but no, the way in which that ended, this is the fight I'm interested in. So this is great, but then Twist comes down.
Yeah, right. The door plays such an issue.
Well played by Twist. Incredible to finish.
Well, the conversation was just changing. As I said, they had to win that round, FURIA, right? This was that was their round to win, for sure, considering the whole circumstance with that type of a purchase. And now they're the ones on the eco.
This is it's going to change the state of play. Captain Obvious again. I'll put my captain's hat on for this one. A must-win round for FaZe. And 2 frags in the feed from the T's. Yeah, all fine. All well and good with broky keeping it a grip on it. Look at the health they have as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, yuurih, you have Kevlar, you have a Deagle, and you've got some mighty good aim on you, mate. Give us something here to celebrate. The bomb completely out of reach right now. And probably just looking to play for a little bit more damage. I'm sure they're not exactly certain how much HP broky and Twist have, because if he knew that combined they were the walking wounded, maybe he would start to have a little bit of a look for this.
Certainly. He's actually waited long enough. The broky's not watching anymore. And now comes in for the check, and FaZe will convert.
And it's a 2-round game now, right? Look. Can you just picture this? We're going to go down the darkest path for Brazilian Counter-Strike fans right now. So imagine this. They lost that one eco round. They end up losing Nuke. We go over to Ancient and FaZe just smash them. Then they drop down to the lower bracket where they have to play against Vitality and get eliminated and don't make it to the arena at all.
Okay.
But in a different universe, they don't lose to the Zeus and the Eco. They win that round. They're up to 12. It's the next gun round against FaZe. They convert that. FaZe have to take another partial buy with maybe a saved gun or two. At that point, the score is bloody 13 to, what, 7?
Yeah. Yeah.
The thoughts don't go there. Don't channel those thoughts
Chad,
right now,
your
FURIA.
brain just did that. It's possible theirs does too, and you can't always control where those thoughts start running off to. Gonna have to. Because as you said, Ancient, that third map, I imagine that would be quite a banging third map decider between these two, but...
Well, we saw FURIA against Fnatic on Ancient just the other day, and that was crazy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, just the way in which they approach it. Twist. Look at the speed of these. This is very aggressive. KSCERATO greets him with hot lead. broky baits out the first from KSCERATO, but will punish the second. Look at this stubborn aggression from FaZe. They do not want FURIA to feel any second of respite. This is just a constant charge. They want to get under their skin. This is like almost a deliberate pace change.
It's the most unusual approach against a team that likes to play heavy lobby.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. But it almost feels like if they can do that, if they can convert the round off of the back of that, it's going to really dampen the FURIA mood further. Oh, boy. Drop down the vent. Gets away with it. yuurih with a follow with that bomb, but ropz, this is an angle they're not going to be ready for. Yeah, just the timing. Perfect from ropz. Gets the bomb on the floor and a nice headshot back. Drop, you got a clutch in ya. Not an easy one, that's for sure. Oh, a lot of that angle from Rain. He was so hidden. And now, perhaps going to have a little bit of an element of surprise. Wow, they're playing a good game of Counter-Strike. It's almost like they're professionals, Chad.
Yeah, well, we're running around the difference now. Some really well-handled moments there from FaZe. I still can't believe that approach. I don't know where that call comes from, but you love to see it. Some aggressive CS, just Twist being told, hey, bud, can you just run straight in through Squeaky Door and broky will trade you? Yeah, why not? Give it a go. It's worked. They stuck the landing. I
mean, that's after Twist goes down immediately upon his aggression as well. Like, that's a recovered disadvantage. Here's KSCERATO's first onto Twists. And then broky, like, let's see it from KSCERATO's perspective. We won't. But he was pulling out that Molotov because you see an AWP push and you're like, okay, this guy's not doing anything more. He pushes forward on that. Yeah. There could have been 2 more players in lobby. Yeah. Gets it done. What do you make of this one, Chad? You got a lot of util, so we are going to be seeing quite a poppy Tech-9 round.
I think this might be a double pump on top. So the initial exchange of util is to force out FaZe's residual nades, right? They're going to use their mollies early, but you can see now they're trying to chunk down a nice deep nade as well. And here comes the second wave. This one here is going to burn through the rafters, and anybody just above hut will be forced out or forced to extinguish. Fortunately, nobody home. Fortunately, their molly did a lot of damage to Twist. So on the floor defender, very susceptible to these pistols. He's got help. Company's arrived, and Karrigan does manage to tame the spray onto KSCERATO. Trade required, drop to provide, does get him on the floor, and it's Twists holding on to Squeaky as firmly as he can. Nice double from him. Vent drop maybe. Try this one again, huh? They might spray. Safe sticks around for that one. Might have been his interest at join Art, but of course not knowing what's underneath on B. Interesting nade there, so to blow off the doors, but Rain's already catch this one. Right, there's no way out here, and yeah, a low HP sure, but that's Art removed, and we're all tied up. 11-11. FaZe are back in business. Damn, bro, this is quite the defense. You don't hear those yells anymore. It was a 10-5 half as well. Then FaZe find their first pistol, admittedly, that incredible 1 round for FURIA. Yeah, right? Like, think about how different the whole conversation could be. Just that 1 kill. If yuurih won that 1 on 2. Oh. If they didn't lose the eco, right? The what ifs. That's what Counter-Strike's all about here. They saved their money for exactly this moment. broky aggressive, of course. Feeling himself. Oh, nice shot from yuurih. But is Rain alone? The answer is no. The no-scope misses. yuurih for the double up. Massive work here. And Bogdan's Law, well, he doesn't need the drop from safe. He'll grab it on his own. He's done his job. Russia now towards ramp. ropz with the secondary orb is going to land. Connects onto Art. They know that ropz lies in wait towards the back box here. Smoked off for now, and the shot through from safe. Okay, a little bit of luck required for that one, but this round is coming up, FURIA. Yeah, that's not what they bargained for at all.
And that's kind of, you have to return to Mirage. The first map of the series, it was Safe who was finding them ways into the round. yuurih, admittedly, contributing as well. Has he got a third one in him? Seems to have a good idea that that warehouse player could be the last. Oh, hello. Gets what he needed.
Job's done though, isn't it?
Finishes her off.
Beautiful. Well, get that AK back in your hand, mate. You don't need that secondary AWP carried on through. Apparently, he will take it, so maybe Art will take that one out of his hands. But how can this go wrong? As FaZe have been humbled here a little bit in the finances. Sure, they've been winning the last 4 rounds in a row, but there's been 3 players surviving in all of those. This was the shot, right? On the timing, ropz tries to get away. Safe just takes a pot shot, and you can see this one here for ropz. He's had a few frustrating deaths, and there's another one into the mix. This, again, another turning point in this game. If FURIA win this, FaZe have to eco.
Yeah, I see. ropz proactive. broky supporting. And over the top of the smoke is Rain, looking for that headshot angle. It's Safe's dome visible, but the AWP designed for duels like that one.
Really important kill again. You highlighted it. I think that was very true, very astute that Safe was finding a lot of openings for them.
And you've already highlighted that conceding this one would break FaZe.
That is Safe's first opening in this map, so it's not too little too late.
See what we can do with more.
The double AWPs are working.
Yeah, I thought there'd be more of a conversation about this extra AWP, but it doesn't seem to be much of a problem. In fact, Art's using it like a shotgun, one of his more preferred weapons.
Well, this is the way he thought the weapon was designed.
Yeah.
The scope was merely an addition.
Yeah, it's nice for like binoculars. You can just use it for catching the birds.
2 AWPs coming out the squeaky door. Okay.
Guys, yeah, it's fine. Art's hit it as well. That combat. Oh, ping 3 from Art into the top site. That's his style.
I remember, it will have to be an eco here unless ropz can win a 1-on-4 situation.
Yeah, and that would already looks like 13, maybe 14 in the bank as long as ropz goes down. FURIA, they've got to stay focused here. You can see the smiles. Gary's desperate to kind of keep the boys in touching distance because as soon as they lose this one, you've got that whole slate wipe clean of Ancient ahead of you. And they want to try and also move away, move past that loss to just the pistols. 3 out of the 4 pistols over the course of the series so far, but losing, of course, to just economical from FaZe has put this game in a whole lot more of a closer lineup.
Well, there's a Zeus in the server again here, so I won't let anyone down again this time. Round is Art. That is crazy. He just ran through his own molly. His teammates all just took damage through their own molly out the squeaky door. They're straight down towards the lower side of things. The Zeus ain't coming into play here.
No, thank you very much. They are all here, though. Some USPs just going to start peppering.
Look how close ropz is. He does have the Zeus.
Maybe you spoke too soon, Chaz. Maybe we spoke too soon.
He's got the AK
Rain's
now.
got 1. AK for ropz, and there's no way
One way.
ready for this. They drop him a one-way, spotted now, has to fall off. This is a weird turn of events. 2 CTs with rifles and no armor on the site, being picked apart, and AWP in the single door, and okay, FURIA doing it their way. They run through their own Molotov against the eco, get down there, and it's just complete chaos. Looks like 9 are not stopping for anybody.
That's elimination right there. NIP about to be knocked on out of IEM Rio for 2023 in 1 round's time, and 9 are not messing about. They're about to do it in a 2-0 fashion. That could set up a rematch against Heroic. Now, Heroic still have to play against the Mongols, so I am getting a step ahead of myself there, but they've already played once in this event. It was the opening best of 1 gambit. But really good to see 9 following up on their performance from the RMRs, right? This is one of the things. These teams who have been grinding online, they've been trying to find some good results, having an opportunity in an event like this to back it up against top-tier teams in the world. That means an awful lot for them, not only going into the major, but for them as a team in general, right? This is showing we can compete with the big boys. We're not messing about. NIP are a mainstay. Sure, things haven't been great for the Ninjas in Pajamas for some time, but they've definitely on an uptick. This might send them down a peg yet again, but 2 more rounds for FURIA as we turn our focus back towards the A-Stream game. FaZe have not lost to FURIA in 2 years, and this would be one place, one time to do it. Get Gary with you back into the playoffs of Rio.
And not winning a single international LAN trophy for FURIA. Been around the block. team contenders impressed us, taken many a big scalp on their route, but this would be a big one to take down FaZe. And that lower bracket, I think FaZe are sick of hearing lower bracket right now.
No last chance here as yuurih is in the vent already. So FURIA have made some space down towards Secret. Plenty of room to work with here. But they need to get that bomb to the finish line as ropz. You can see him. It's a position he uses. It's a nice little off angle. It's been highlighted, I think. It was either Mahone or Nart. One of the two. Both are great who highlighted that. And I think it was Mahone, actually. I think he did it on a broadcast, actually.
They're coming out, yeah. As you can see, the angle is not going to be a comfortable clear. Your attention usually drawn to ramp at that point.
Well, Art's not afraid to make some noise here. And it has forced a smoke out on B as well. Oh, okay. But that's broky down towards lower. That's information in itself here.
Then Karrigan swung on. Nice from yuurih. Gets out of there. But still, KSCERATO's the one to just get away with that frag onto Twist. broky down on the rotate for hinges on Rain. Dancing with Safe. Hits the headshot on the AK. Now a one-on-one emerges. Can Safe do it? 2 already to his name. But no HP for this one and trapped on the site up against ropz. Playing this one smart. Expecting Safe to eventually try and cross hut side or at least take a fight. He's getting uncomfortable with every second that passes. No confirmation of ropz's presence. A single headshot from the AK required. ropz, so smart, so calm as he collects, and that will be 12 for FaZe.
Well handled from ropz right there. I love the way he backed himself into
too.
main, right? Understanding that fight, knowing the angles that he could manage right there. So really well handled. Using his big brain right there, ropz, but they lost 4 players. And just take a look at the cash right now. He does retain the AWP for broky, sure, but everybody's strapped for cash here as far as FaZe are concerned. There might be Famises or MP9s coming into the mix here. Because you need to get out that util. So guns have been dropped across. It's not as bad as I thought, but util is weak. Couple of smokes, only 2 Molotovs in play, a few flashes. FURIA have the advantage here, and they win this round. They can close the game from that point because the loss bonus for FaZe, unfortunately, is only 1900 into the next.
Go for that run boost. yuurih launched towards main. Rain to receive. 1 minute 39. He's already swinging wide. Look at this. This is the fight. Rain down. yuurih delivers the opening. Can they continue to manufacture 15? Karrigan delivers back. But broky, this is very aggressive and it's been rewarded. Safe was not ready for presence there. Takes down Safe, takes down Drop. It was Twist that's happy to take that lobby and occupy it. Or is he coming back into KSCERATO's scope? He spotted him. And still doesn't win the duel. KSCERATO quick on the draw.
Okay, well, they need to get that bomb back, and they know where broky was. ropz is the ramp defender. Where has he gotten off to? That seems to be the question right now, and Art considering he could potentially be making his way up through the secret position. KSCERATO ready for the heavens for now, but again, they need to get the bomb. KSCERATO with a smoke, Art with a molly and 2 flashes. As again, Art is happy with this full rotation around the world, back through lobby to make sure that there's no presence coming from that side of the map for KSCERATO to have to deal with. Now with this util, you get a smoke towards main or heaven, either or. The molly could then complement the other position or even vent. And that could be perfectly placed considering where ropz on 24 kills is currently seated. Bomb found. And this util should get lobbed out now. You don't just have to go for the plant.
Pushing. And broky down. Brilliant find from Art, forces it. And now ropz, an extra player to deal with. But a similar scenario. One hut side, and he's hoping he can find something from KSCERATO's investigations, but just static. Hut to be cleared. And the angle crossfire. Perfect as they secure 15. They are so close to doing what has eluded them for years. Taking a full best of 3 victory against FaZe Clan.
And they couldn't be in a better position to do so. Remember, again, the finances for FaZe. There's 1,900 loss coming into this round. Their cash, it's done. It is dusted. It is in so much trouble right now. They've done more with less in this map so far, but this is when the pressure is at its highest. The playoffs are on the line. One more round and FURIA are back in this arena with their fans, and Gary is going to join them this time round.
Frustrations are really starting to bubble to the surface as well for FaZe. You kind of always felt, maybe in the back of your mind, you had Nuke in the bag, and now it feels like, no. FURIA are taking this from you. You're sitting there holding just an MP9. You ain't got a single nade to your name. And FURIA are going to keep spamming, spraying, nading their way into the bomb site.
And this is the perfect situation for FURIA. You don't have to do anything. Sit back, wait for that aggressive maneuver. Allow any utility, allow any hijinks that they may have brought into this round to just be siphoned by that cruel mistress of time. Because sure, it's on FURIA to make this next move, but FaZe are the ones with all the disadvantages. KSCERATO having a look, been a great map from him, 24 in total, but it's been a great team effort yet again with 20, 17 from drop. Some of the best Counter-Strike we've seen him play in a long time. yuurih been a menace on Yard, finding these openings, and finally a bit of a layering of util towards that main position. KSCERATO at the ready. Is retooling and regathering. The call yet to be made here from FURIA of how they want to go for this final blow. Round 16, just 5 kills away.
Distinct lack of resistance as they walk through into Rain's Deagle. Art spotted out by the shadow. First shots don't hit. Rain still manages to make good on something with the pistol. And already the bodies are dropping. Oh, FaZe falling on their face. And FURIA to secure playoffs at home soil. Carrigan, the disruptor, on the MP9. Some damage and another frag from Carrigan.
Time.
8 seconds. yuurih, oh no, they go down. Carrigan extends play. And that's going to get right under FURIA's skin. They could taste it. They could smell it. One downside is it was only Carrigan left.
And that is Carrigan right there. That is his biggest player this series so far. His biggest player this series thus far. He's been having a rough go of things as far as the fragging department is concerned. And that is one way to make his presence known. It's not like FURIA are flush for cash by any means. This game is still on, and overtime is not too far away. But FURIA, they didn't shove all in. They've actually taken this into somewhat of a conservative position here. They've got 1 AK, a couple of light upgrades, the run boost again. This time the landing not Stark, and out Squeaky. Carrigan again. More pain being felt now by the in-game leader.
He's not interested. He wants Ancient. He's already got his notebook out. He's preparing for map 3. And through some vicious fragging in these last 2 rounds, Carrigan is keeping FaZe in it. Clutching up on that MP9. Carrigan could be caught here, should be dead. Support provided, frag still there. Carrigan another one, but from the top.
Oh!
Rope is safe! Breaking heads, breaking necks on the Deagle. Ready for another, spotted out, tagged up, forced away. It's ropz in lobby, they scream. ropz and Rain's turn to try and keep play for FaZe, or does it end here? Info and a frag onto Art. Likely info onto Drop as he's been catching bullets through the smoke. They do hit them both on the FAMAS. Safe is low. He's hit some crackers. Can he really do it for FURIA? Gets away into the fight, dinks him up. He's hitting every shot. How is Safe still alive with 9 HP to secure the playoffs? And time against him. ropz does not have the kit. Safe. He's done so much.
Might have done enough.
I think so too, Chad. ropz accepting his fate. Sure, he's got the kit, but he's got a bullet in his ribcage. Safe to save him. And you can see what it means to them. FURIA will see the crowd here 6 months after their run to the semi-finals of the major. It means a lot to them. And also worth noting, every member of the team, no absences.
And it's great time for FURIA to find form as...